In the Zaporizhzhia direction, 4 interconnected operations unfolded across the same sector, each one adding a different dimension of pressure against enemy positions, from rocket artillery and howitzer precision strikes to a 2-man team that survived a drone attack and pressed forward anyway, to a battle between unmanned ground vehicles that showed exactly where modern warfare is heading. In the Zaporizhzhia direction, artillery units of the Novorossiysk VDV formation continued striking identified enemy targets, made possible by close cooperation with reconnaissance drone teams that enabled high-precision strikes against enemy personnel concentrations and light-armored vehicle positions. Drone operators detected a forested area being used as a temporary shelter for enemy personnel and an armored vehicle staging point. Once coordinates were confirmed, a BM-21 Grad multiple rocket launcher crew moved quickly into firing position, completed ballistic calculations, and released a salvo that struck precisely on target, with results confirmed in real time. Immediately after, the unit repositioned to a reserve area to avoid counter-battery fire, part of the constant operational tempo that keeps this Grad launcher unit effective across multiple strikes every day. In the same sector, a different approach to precision was unfolding. A D-30 Howitzer artillery unit of the 58th Guards Combined Arms Army of the Dnipro Forces Group conducted repeated fire corrections with careful calculation before the first round was fired, then continued adjusting after each shot until rounds were landing accurately on target.
Выстрел! Выстрел!
The disciplined fire sequence ultimately destroyed an enemy defensive position in the area, along with all equipment inside. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, the coordinated performance of artillery units in this sector delivered a significant blow to enemy defensive capability, once again demonstrating the high training level and effectiveness of artillery systems operating in the field. Not every operation in this sector went according to plan, and that is exactly what makes this footage remarkable. An enemy drone struck directly at the position of a Russian assault team from the 68th Guards Army Corps of the Vostok Forces Group, but every soldier survived without injury. The footage, sent directly from the field by the soldiers themselves, shows the moment a drone targeted the 2-man team as they were moving toward a fortified enemy defensive point.
Маэстро, справа, справа, справа блиндаж. Дыми, работай.
The operational terrain here is severe. Nearly every forest path has been layered with trenches, shelters, and interconnected minefields, with FPV drones securing every approach route. Through professional response, speed of reaction, and no small amount of luck, everyone made it through. Despite being detected, targeted, and hit, the unit continued the mission, seized the defensive position, and cleared every shelter in the area.
Пошел!
And then the battlefield showed something that would have seemed like science fiction not long ago. Airborne troops from Yaroslavl successfully repelled an enemy counterattack carried out entirely by armed ground robotic vehicles. Unmanned platforms mounted with machine guns and operated remotely, moving through forest paths and firing toward Russian positions without a single human operator anywhere near the front. Not one of them got close. Drones of the BPLA unit of the 299th Guards Parachute Regiment, part of the Ivanovo Guards Airborne formation, launched the first strike, leaving the robotic vehicles heavily damaged, systems disrupted, but not yet fully stopped. A second strike was immediately launched to ensure the threat was completely neutralized, disabling every autonomous combat vehicle in the area. A confirmation that the battle between machines is no longer a concept. It is already happening on the front line. Four operations, one sector, four completely different faces of modern warfare. Rocket artillery that denies the enemy any safe ground, howitzer precision that finds the target through patient correction. Soldiers who survive a drone strike and keep moving, and unmanned ground vehicles that fight and lose to other unmanned systems. This is what the front line looks like today. As always, thank you for being here. We hope today's report brought you a little closer to understanding what is really unfolding on the ground.